Okay, this is one of the weirdest techniques I've ever seen. Defensed against, it says a side choke, but I don't know exactly what they mean by that. But all right, let's watch. So he's gonna. Okay, so he reaches for his throat. That's not a side choke. That's just someone grabbing your throat. But anyway, look at he turns to the side like that to kind of break the grip. But he also steps away, which I like, because that forces this dude to follow him and brings him off balance. And then watch this. Oh, okay, he's going to do it again. All right, and then boom. He pops him in the groin with his knuckles right there, which is a great technique. And then I like how he's grabbing the wrist there for control once that guy's hands come off him. And he's doing some explanations of the mechanics here and everything. So the only thing about this technique... All right, well, let's let him finish it, because I know he's going to... Okay, boom. Then he comes up with the elbow if he needs to. That was that was really weird. He's kind of slides up in slow motion to do this little trap move. He's got his wrist and his hand on his shoulder. He's got one foot forward there, so he's got good posture. Yeah. And he backs up and he throws some punches. Okay, so interesting. I don't know, though. Turning sideways to your opponent like that, kind of weird. Not really the best position you want to be in. I like attacking the groin, obviously. But there's so many better techniques and ways to deal with someone, just a front choke like that, a front strangle. I mean, for one thing, you know where both of their hands are. And you're not going to go unconscious from someone putting their hands around your throat unless they're like Olympic level strong. It's still going to take, quite a few seconds. It's not like a full on chokehold that's really constricting your windpipe. And they're right in front of you, so they're just wide open. You can punch them in the face, punch them in the sternum, go for the groin. You've got your knees and stuff. Now, you do have to worry about them also using a knee. They step in, if they're trained and they are thinking of, using all their limbs, they're going to grab you by the throat and then try to pull you in for a knee or something. That's a pretty good move there. So you got to be worried about that. In that situation, obviously, you want to sidestep. So when someone extends towards you with their hands, it's always best to kind of sidestep anyway. Now, the way he turns and goes completely sideways, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about more that circular step type thing, because that could make them just miss your throat altogether. You just step right out of the way, like a bullfighter, kind of like, when a bull charges a toreador. So yeah, I don't know about this one. I can't say it's totally bad, but I think there are better ways. And also from that position, if they get their hands around your throat, aside from the strikes, there's a nifty little just kind of come forward and underneath. It's like a wrist grab escape, except you're doing it with your neck. And you can go right into like a waist lock with them, take them down. There's all kinds of different ways to you can bring your arms up in between their arms and go right for their eyeballs. You can bring one arm up like a windshield wiper and step out of it. You kind of pivot and just knock their arms off of you, and you can follow that with like a hook, snap kick to the groin, all kinds of things. So I respect this gentleman for what he's showing here. But when you look at techniques like this, you really got to break it down and say, okay, but is that really necessary? Is there a more efficient way of handling this problem? That is the essence of martial arts.